Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing, I just spoke so quickly. Moving on. Today we're doing a tutorial on this makeup look right here. This is a full face tutorial. I wanted to do something that was a little bit on the cooler neutral side because I have been doing a lot of warm tone videos lately. I was like, girl, chill out, like stay in your lane or get out of your lane. My lane is warm tone, so get out of your lane and use some cool tones. So not only am I using cooler tones in today's video, I'm also using one of my favorite Anastasia palettes. I really can't decide which ABH palette is my favorite because I honestly love them all, but this Sultry palette just does something for me. These pressed pigments in here are amazing. I just can't get enough of them, so I was super excited to use this palette in today's video. This is the only palette that I used on my eyes. Obviously you can use any kind of palette, just use similar shades. If you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, then just keep watching. First things first, I'm picking up my Too Faced Born This Way concealer and I'm going to put this on my lid and then buff it in. This is going to act as my primer today. It's just going to help to make the shadows come out true to color and to help them stay on all day long. Now I'm dipping into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry Palette and taking this shade right here in the shade Twig. I'm going to put that into my crease with my Morphe M433 brush. I'm focusing this mostly through that crease line, but then I'm also slightly bringing it onto the outer corner. And then once there's little to no product left on the brush, I'm just kind of going in and winging that out onto that outer corner to create more of a cat eye shape. Now I'm taking my JH40 brush, which is one of my all-time favorite brushes for working in the crease, and this shade Dystopian, this brown shade. I'm going to focus on building the definition in that outer corner crease and inner corner area. So I'm going to just work on building this up and blending it out, and then I'm not going to take this too far up past the crease because I don't want this shade to go up that far. This is not my transition shade, this is more to add depth. So now that I've mapped out my inner and outer corner and where I want that depth to be, I'm just going back in with that Too Faced Born This Way concealer and I'm going to go in and cut the center of my lid, kind of like a halo cut crease. I'm just going right up to that crease line and bringing it straight down, and once again I'm just going to avoid those inner and outer corners. However, if you cover them up, it's totally okay. That's why we only went in and mapped them out and we didn't really go in and complete the inner and outer corner because I knew I was going to be doing concealer first. So I'm just going to go in afterwards and just kind of fine tune things. So now I'm just going back in with that Dystopian shade and kind of just reinforcing it throughout those areas. Now I'm taking this shade right here. This is Cinder. This might be one of my all-time favorite shadows in this palette besides the Pearl shade. It's just the most beautiful pressed pigment. It definitely has a little bit of a warmer undertone to it, but you can kind of manipulate it. Like when I use it with cooler colors, I find that it definitely picks up more cool than warm, so that's another thing I love about this shadow. But I'm just going in with a flat shader brush and I'm putting this all over where we put that concealer. Like I just said, this shade Pearl right here is another one of my all-time favorite shades in this palette. I'm just taking this and putting this on the very center of my lid just to add a little bit of highlight. Picking up this shade Birch with a fluffy blending brush, I'm just going to work that into my transition area just to put a transition shade there and also just to make sure that there are no harsh lines. I forgot to show a clip, but I'm just taking the black shadow from the palette on a flat shader brush. I'm pushing this up against my lash line and then blending it out just to act as a liner and also just to create a little bit more sultriness. Is that a right word? Sultriness? Just to make the look a little bit more sultry. Taking a step away from the eyes, I'm going to be priming my skin with my Too Faced HangoverX primer. This is like my go-to lately. It's super hydrating for the winter time, but it makes your makeup stay on all day long, so I've been reaching for this every time I've been doing my makeup lately. Gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape foundation with my Sigma F80 brush. I'm just going to buff this onto my face and kind of just stipple it in and push this product into the skin. I only really can use this foundation now when I use a moisturizing primer, just because this is the matte version, so it definitely is more drying on the skin. So now I'm just taking that Too Faced, I almost said Too Faced Shape Tape. That's not right. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm just putting that under my eyes, and then I'm going to blend that in with my StansOut beauty sponge. This is just going to help to correct and conceal my under eye and make it look like I slept well and not like I was up all night long, even though I wasn't up all night long. I was sleeping. The struggle is real. I honestly cannot get enough of this Chanel cream bronzer lately, you guys. I'm just picking it up with my Sigma F84 brush. This is an angled kabuki brush. I'm just going to push this onto the perimeters of my face and in the hollows of my face. So I'm going to put this into my cheekbones. I'm going to put it on my cheekbones, as well as my forehead and my jawline. Now I'm picking up my RCMA No Color Powder, and I'm just going to use this to set my under eye. I cannot set my under eye without buffing my under eye out anymore. Wow, take a shot every time I say under eye. Just because when you go in and set your concealer, it's going to stay like that all day long, so it's just essential for me to get rid of the fine lines and creases that have been set into my concealer. And then I also am going to bring this onto the sides of my nose, my forehead, my nose, and my chin, and those are just the areas where I tend to get oily, or more oilier. I'm not doing good today, you guys. Pray for your girl. I'm going to be using my favorite drugstore bronzer today. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and picking up my JH03 brush. I think that's what this is. No, this is the JH02 brush. I'm just going to focus this wherever I put that Chanel bronzer, just to set it and enhance the glow and the bronziness in today's look. And then I'm just putting that on a fluffy blending brush and just bringing it down the bridge of my nose to contour. I wanted to use a super luminous blush today, so I'm going to be picking up my Fierce blush from my Morphe Pop of Coral Blush Trio, and I'm just going to put that onto my cheekbones, kind of above where I put that bronzer, and more of an angled shape. If I could use one highlighter for the rest of my life, this might just be it. This is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlighter. I'm picking that up on my JH09 brush, and I'm going to put this where I would normally highlight, so on my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, the center of my nose. That is the same thing. The tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow. What I love about this highlighter is you can really build it up, and also if you want even more of an intense glow, you can go in and spray your face with a face mist before putting this on. It looks so beautiful. And then I'm just quickly going to fill in my brows with my Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. I like to put on mascara before putting on falsies, just because I feel like it helps them blend better. So for today, I'm just going to be using my Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. For lashes, I will be using my Très Chic lashes in the style Sassy. These are my go-to whenever I either don't know what lash style to wear or I'm doing a look that's more dramatic. These are just so beautiful. If you are interested in trying out any lashes from Très Chic Lashes, you can use the code BROOK20 at checkout to save 20%. I wanted to use a brown liner in today's look, so I'm just picking up my Morphe liner in the shade Richie. This is just a beautiful, rich brown shade, and I'm just going to put that onto my lower waterline, and then I'm going to go in and blend that out with that Twig and Dystopian shade mixed together, just to further enhance the smokiness of this look and just to add some more definition into that lower lash line. Then I'm just taking that shade Birch and I'm blending out my lower lash line with that just to incorporate that transition shade back into that area. And then I'm picking up that shade Pearl that we used on the center of the lid and I'm using it to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. And then I'm just adding a quick coat of mascara to my lower lashes. Lastly, for lips, I'm going to be lining my lips with my Morphe lip liner in the shade Backseat Love, and then I will be going over that with my Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Nude Chica. And then I just felt like it wasn't neutral enough for me, so I went in with my Too Faced Melted Matte lipstick in the shade Cool Girl and just tapped that onto my lips and then blended it out. If you guys enjoyed today's video, you already know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, hit that button down below as well as the bell button so you get notified when I upload. Also, if you have any palettes or looks or colors you want to see me use, leave those comments down below and I can film those videos for you guys. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.